Right now on Rylan on Saturday, we are going to catch up with an absolute gentleman of a person, such a lovely guy. We've got a lot in common, clearly the fantastic singing voice, but you know, I don't like to brag. But somehow I didn't win the X Factor, but this guy did, and I'm so pleased he's on the line now. It's Joe McElderry. How are you, mate?
Hello, how are you?
Oh, Joe, it's so lovely to hear from you. Are you well?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. It's been, you know, like everybody else, it's been a crazy time, but it's been made a little bit easier, obviously, having the new single out and being able to kind of get involved in all of the creative juices of all of that. So, although I'm stuck at home like everybody else, it's been a bit of a nicer time than usual, and a little bit of kind of positive news, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely. And do you know what, Joe? We are going to talk about that new single in just a second. But before we do, can you believe it has been 11 years, 12 years, 13 years now?
It's crazy.
Since you were on the X Factor.
It's crazy, man. I mean, you know what it's like. You know how fast it flies when you're kind of just on the treadmill of work and you know, bouncing from one project to the next. But I turned 30 in June. That's what's more terrifying because...
No, I'm sorry. I can't, right. No, because you know what, Joe, I have this exact problem, right? You, and from my year, Ella Henderson, she will always be 16. I don't care if she is 47 years of age now. She will always be 16. It's just not fair that you will grow up.
I know. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? And it's like I think 18 to 30 is quite a big jump in your life, isn't it? But obviously it's flown by. So it's flown by for me. So now that I'm getting to 30, I'm like, oh my God, like what am I going to do for the next 20 years?
Who am I? Do you know what? I even said it at the top of the show, like saying, you know, coming up on today's show, we've got Rusty Rara. And I said, oh, coming up, we've got Joe McElderry, he's such a lovely boy. And then I went, hang on, I've got to stop myself because he's not a boy anymore. But it's just, people do have this vision, don't they, of you just being a young boy still.
Yeah, well, I think it's just like, it's like, you know, and you get this as well, like people have that image that just sticks with them from the first time that they saw you. And it's quite hard for them to erase it. So, you know, I still get people like what you're saying there, and I think they still think I'm little 18-year-old Joe, and then they see us, or I go into like a work situation, and they're like, oh my God, I forget like you're like a full-blown adult now. But you know what? You can kind of play on that a little bit. So, you know, I use it to my advantage a little bit.
Absolutely. I don't blame you. I would if I could. It's just that now, because I'm probably on the telly most days with my massive teeth, people know that I'm looking haggard now, so they know I'm definitely not still in my early 20s. Joe, do you know what? I'm so thrilled because, and obviously you were on the X Factor in 2009. For some reason in my head, I keep thinking it's like 2020 or whatever, but it has been so long now since you were on that. Yeah. And now, all these years on, we are sitting here talking about your brand new single. Can you believe that, you know, all these years on, that you're still doing what you love to do?
It's mad. It's mad because, like, I think certainly in the last year with everything that's going on, actually having to stop, you know, and not being able to do like the day-to-day amazing experiences that I get to do, it's amazing, you know, because I still get to do it. I still love it just as much, and I've missed it, you know, like, so having this song coming out in a time when, you know, most of our industry is really struggling to kind of be able to do anything due to the regulations and restrictions, like to be able to, you know, we were able to shoot the video at the end of last summer and just being back on a video set. And I think because of everything that's gone on, you just appreciate it so much more, you know, like
just means more, yeah.
Well, normally, you know, you get to the end of a video shoot day and you're like so tired and everything. You're like, right, I need to just get out of here. I wanted to just stay. I was like, can we not just? And we shot it in a nightclub as well. So it's like, can we stay? Can we stay and have like a little works party, or is that not allowed? And he was like, no, get out.
Get out, baby. You've had your fun. And saying that, tell me about the new single. It's called Baby Had Your Fun. And am I right in saying, and I'm going to quote Kelly Rowland here, who knew you could do up-tempo? Ow.
Well, I mean, I've always kind of, you know, I've always released, apart from my first album, Straight Out of X Factor, I've always kind of done a ballad as a kind of album release or around an album. Yeah. And we wrote this song at the beginning of lockdown last year, just before it hit, and then finished it all off via Zoom and everything. And I knew straight away how I wanted it to sound. I was like, this is one of them big party bangers, up-tempo anthem that everybody can sing along with. And the way we wrote it was kind of like, you know, when you've been dumped by somebody and you're on the sofa and you're moping around and you want to get the sad film and the ice cream out, and then you think, actually, no, I'm not going to let that person ruin my night. So you call the mates, you get the drinks flowing when it's allowed, and you hit the dance floor and you dance away the sadness. That was kind of the message we wanted around it. So I just wanted people to have something to kind of shake off the negativity. You know, there's been a fair bit of negativity recently. So if we can give them a bit of sweetness in all that, then, you know, we're doing all right.
Absolutely. Well, do you know what, Joe? It is out now. If you've not heard it, we are about to play it. Get streaming, get downloading. Do you know what I love about it, Joe? It's proper disco country. I mean, you've got a bit of Fleetwood Mac coming in on the underside. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we threw, I pulled off all of my kind of like country. I love country music. Big fan of like Kelly Clarkson, Carrie Underwood, Lady A, them kind of like, where they do that kind of pop, but it's still got that country-esque feel to it and writing to it. So when we wrote it, I was like, let's mix country with disco and just throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at it. And on paper, it shouldn't work, but it does work. It does work.
It definitely works. Well, if you've not heard it, you're about to hear how well it works right now. This is brand new from the lovely Joe McElderry. Baby, had your fun. Joe, you stay safe and stay well.
Thanks, Rylan. Have a lovely day.
Wheels spin, foot upon the gas, release my runaway heart. Shots down, remembering how to laugh, gonna tear this joint apart. Fingers through my hair as the sweat runs down, gonna dance like Prince till I shake this out. Won't stop banging my drum, gonna paint this town tonight. Rinse every tear from my eyes, keep it moving till I feel alright. Baby, had you fun and you broke my heart, but you won't break me, no, you won't tear me apart. You said don't worry, my love, as you spun another narcissist life. I sense more than you know, and I could see your wandering eye. Turning it around, put it all on me, blew dust in my face till I felt crazy. Won't stop banging my drum, gonna paint this town tonight. Rinse every tear from my eyes, keep it moving till I feel alright. Baby, had you fun and you broke my heart, but you won't break me, no, you won't tear me apart. Can't tear me apart. Can't tear me apart. Can't tear me apart. Fingers through my hair as the sweat runs down, gonna dance like Prince till I shake this out. Won't stop banging my drum, gonna paint this town tonight. Rinse every tear from my eyes, keep it moving till I feel alright. Baby, had you fun and you broke my heart, but you won't break me, no, you won't tear me apart. Stop banging my drum, gonna paint this town tonight. Rinse every tear from my eyes, keep it moving till I feel alright. Baby, had you fun and you broke my heart, but you won't break me, no, you won't tear me apart. Baby, had you fun and you broke my heart, but you won't break me, no, you won't tear me apart.
A massive thank you to Joe. Go on, Joe. We love him. We love him a lot. Leslie's got in touch.